We're never meant to live life like it's a race, you know? In this video, I want to share with you how you can live a slower life in a very fast-paced world that we live in today. Life isn't about comparison and just doing too much. Sometimes simple living and slow living is not about escaping your life, it's about returning to it, to be intentional, to find what truly, truly makes you happy, what you enjoy doing when you're not doing anything. One of the fastest ways we exhaust ourselves is literally trying to do so much at once, trying to be everywhere at once, trying to help everyone at once, and not really focusing on yourself. I feel like slow living, what I have realized slow living is about doing one thing fully, and intentionally. So just try when you're having your meal, try putting away your phone and not doing anything but just focusing on your food. Having great intentional gratitude towards your food while you take each bite. Try having a slow morning where you don't pick up your phone, you don't talk to people, you just pour into yourself before you go out into the world and try to give to others, whatever that may be. So stop living as if time is chasing you. There is no right time for any particular thing. I think that it's important, in slow living, it's important to live in the moment and to be grateful for each moment that you have and do what you want to do with that time. And I know you may be thinking, okay, well, you have bills to pay, so you have to go to work, or you have a child, so you can't just sit in the bed and you have to get up and you have to feed your child. Those are things that you have to do, yes, to get to where you want to be or to do what you need to do, for your life. However, how about you change your angle of thinking about it and think about it as, I feel grateful that I get to get up and go to work to be able to provide for my family. Or I feel grateful that I am able to be a stay-at-home mom and my only job is to, feed and take care of my family. Well, cook dinners or cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner to, intentionally spend this time with my child. Change your angle of thinking about what you have to do, because everybody in life has to do things, okay? No one is exempt. Even the people who are doing nothing, they had to do something to do nothing. Or somebody before them had to do something in order for them to do nothing. And, I think that it's important that you bring everything back to yourself. Bring everything back to center. Think about, when you think about the things that you have to do, think about it in the sense that you get to do these things. These are all privileges in life that you get to do. And living a slower life doesn't mean that you are choosing a unsuccessful life. Living slower is just living more intentionally. And I think, there's this quote that I really love, and it just really brings me back to center, because, in a world full, and this is the quote, in a world full of rats in a race, it's okay to be a sloth and move at your own pace. And essentially what that's saying is, in a world where so many people are in a race to get to wherever they're trying to get to, there are some people who are okay and very happy living very slowly and taking their time to get to where they want to be instead of rushing. Because I feel like when you rush, things don't get done the way that you really want it to get done. When you rush, things are sometimes done very messy. When you take your time and you're intentional with what you're doing, things are done in a very graceful way. When I decided to leave my life in America, everything behind, my car, my home, my things, many of my things, I almost felt like I was losing something until I actually moved here to Jamaica, and I feel like I found so many parts of myself and I explored so many parts of myself I feel like I've never even realized. I think that sometimes taking that risk, taking a chance on yourself, is the best thing that you can do. I know that in a life now that we live of social media, it's very easy to, compare your life to others. But I think that if the more you focus on yourself and the more you pour into yourself, is the more that you will live a fulfilling, a very, very, very fulfilling life. And I know that that's what's important. And today I got reminded of that in a very simple way. I went on a walk and I saw that, I saw actually a few trees. A few people in our neighborhood, they have mango trees and they've already started blossoming and they've already have some mangoes on their tree. And I was just, for a minute, I caught myself saying to myself, like, oh my goodness, they have mango on their tree already, like, and I immediately started thinking about our tree, and we don't have, first of all, it didn't blossom last year, so we didn't bear any fruit last year. And I started thinking, like, okay, their trees, they have so many mangoes already, and our tree, it barely has any blossoms. And for a second I said to myself, like, what? Why is it that my tree doesn't have any mango yet? I really want to have mango on my tree this year. But then God said to me, or my spirit said to me, you know what, Brianna? Some journeys are different than others. Don't compare yourself to other people and what other people have. Okay? Because what you have is coming when it's supposed to, when it's meant to for you. And it's so interesting because when I came home, I literally saw that, I have more blossoms, like, actual, I'm going to actually show you guys. I actually have blossoms on my mango tree. And I was just instantly grateful because last year I didn't have any. We didn't have any blossoms at all. And I'm like, okay, this year, so this year is going to be, I'm going to have mango. We're going to have mango on our tree this year. And I immediately got happy because I love mangoes. And I see a dragonfly right here. It's a really beautiful big dragonfly right on our pomegranate tree. And if you don't know, dragonflies symbolize so much. But yeah, that is a sign. There it goes. Anyway, back to mango blossoms. I'm going to show them to you. But yes, that was just a symbolization of the fact that sometimes seasons are different for different people. Sometimes you get a lot, sometimes you get a little, sometimes you don't get anything at all. But still practice gratitude during those times and those moments. That will teach you so much. That will show you so much that in gratitude, even the simple things, you'll realize how much you actually have. Let me show you. You see, these are all blossoms up there, right here, and I see even more growing right here. Yeah, so I'm very, very grateful that this will be my season. So don't watch other people's seasons, watch your own season, and season yourself. That's another good expression, like, in a world where many people can be bland, be a seasoned person, be someone who has a lot of flavor and love and light to just give, to give not only to themselves, but to give to others. Be a light for others. And this is a reminder for anybody who's watching who feels like they are going through a season where they aren't getting enough or they don't feel like they are enough. I'm here to remind you that you are enough. You are doing enough with your life, and you are exactly where you're supposed to be at this season in your life. So just keep going. That's all you have to do, is keep going and keep looking ahead. Keep looking ahead towards the light, because the light is always there. You just have to try and find it. And then once you find it, focus on that light. So whatever that light is for you, whatever that makes you happy, that keeps you going, focus on that light, and it will take you farther than any doubt, any negativity, anything that is not aligned with you and your soul purpose will ever take you. So keep that reminder in your mind. Focus on the light. Focus on the positive. Focus on you. And that's all you need to do. In a world full of noise, choosing peace is so powerful. So if this was a video that you enjoyed, and if this is a place that you would like to return to, I'd love for you to subscribe. I'm sending you so much love and light and just peace. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.